For the first part of this process, what I want to do is record my sonnet into this document. So I have to have a voice track open. If you don't have one, say add track and choose a microphone. Once you have that there, make sure that it's armed by having it selected. And what I next need to do is to copy my sonnet into this so that I can see both things at the same time. On the bottom of the screen, there is a lyrics notes button. Click that to open up where you can type in your lyrics or where you can copy in your lyrics. I'm going to borrow somebody's sonnet. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Now I have my lyrics here handy for me to read. Next, make sure that you have checked your latency. So on settings, click on the latency test. You'll need to have your microphone in the same general vicinity as your headphones. So I'm going to take off my headphones and put the microphone inside the headphones and run the test. If you're lucky, it'll go the first time like it did for me, but you might have to do it a couple of times to get that to work. Once that's set, I'm going to make sure that my metronome is turned on. It'll be green, and that I have a count in of 1 bar. Make sure your tempo is slow enough that you can read it. Even if you don't like the tempo to start with, you can increase it after you've recorded it. So around 80 beats per minute is probably pretty good. You could go slower if you'd like or faster if you like. I hit the record button and I'm going to start to read each of these separately. My topic is about a ball with stripes. The game is such a great way to pass time. The players come in many different types. To buy a ball, it costs 1,000 times. So I'm going to stop after the first part of my sonnet so that I have these to move around separately. Let's just listen and see if I like how it sounds. It looks a little quiet. You can see it's quiet here because the waveforms are small, but I'm going to listen and see what it sounds like. So it sounds pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and read the next one. So I'm just going to move this out to here, maybe start here. These are all going to be moved, so it doesn't matter as long as it's starting on a beat, on a downbeat. Second one. The game can be played inside or outside. The floor can be made of concrete or wood. The court can happen to be very wide. If you think you can play, you really should. Okay, I'm going to do the last one, or the third one. Although the game is easy to enjoy, you can fall down and get seriously hurt. The game may not give you a lot of joy, and you might not get to choose your t-shirt. And then my last one. This ball of stripes is so incredible. And without doubt, the ball is not edible. If I stop it, I've got all of my pieces recorded. I'm going to unplug my microphone now so that I'm doing a little bit better. So on this next part, I am just going to turn off the metronome so I can just focus on the spoken parts and make sure that they're all clear and that I don't need to re-record them. So let's do that quickly. Okay, so the one thing that you probably notice is all of these pickup notes are getting cut off. So you probably will need to give yourselves 8 beats. So the count off is 4, one measure. So it starts recording on the 5th beat, but you should wait to the 8th beat to start reading so that you don't get cut off like I just did. Okay? Next thing I want to do is make this all go faster. So I'm going to change the speed to something like 120, whatever you want is fine. When I hit enter, it should automatically adjust my audio. So I'm going to definitely say adjust. So it no longer, so now it's still on the new beats. I'm going to check that by turning on my metronome. Still on the beats. So at this point, I've got all of my poem recorded, and the most important part of this is that it's falling on the beat. If it's not on the beat, all the rest of it's not going to sound good. So this one actually is on the beat, but it's not starting on a downbeat, which is why that did sound a little funny. So you want to make sure that it's starting on a downbeat. See how it now is falling at the start of the measure instead of later on in the measure. These are all going to be moved later on, but just always kind of keep them locked on the downbeats. Yes, that's it. All right. So make sure that you save because remember, if you don't, my sonnet. If you don't save, it will not save for you.